Hello guys, how are you today? Welcome to Wofoy TV live stream. If you're here, just share the live video, share it in your Facebook groups, share it on your timelines so that it will show up in your news feed for your friends. As I stated earlier today, during the live streaming this morning, I said I would come back again to answer your questions. So this section is purely question and answers. The things that I can respond to, I will respond to them. If I cannot respond to it, then I will let you know. But welcome guys. Please share the live video. Share the live video with your friends and families. Share it in your Facebook groups so that those who are interested in applying for the Greek Card Lottery this year, they will know more about it and not make mistakes, right? Guys, can you imagine that sometimes your friend may win the lottery and then later you realize that they made a mistake that is going to cost them everything. So we are doing this live video so that you will avoid those problems. You will avoid those problems, okay? Now, if you have any question, just bring your question, guys. Remember, this live video is going to be 1 hour long. It is already, we have 51 minutes, okay? We've already, I started a little late, okay? So let's go straight to it. If you have a question, just push your question in. It is about the Greek Card Lottery only. Guys, if you have any other questions from a different immigration process, you have to inbox me and let's see if I can assist you in any way. All right. So I'm going to talk about some of the stuff until when your questions start rolling in, then I will go to the questions. The official instruction for DV2024 has not been published yet. If anybody tells you anywhere that the official instructions have been published, that is not true. Okay. So let's see. I will not be able to bring anybody on camera, so you just type your question in the column. So Blessing is asking, I was born in a town and not a city. So what should I put as my city of birth? Blessing, don't confuse yourself with the word city. The city is just there. It is just the word. It could be a village. It could be a small town. It could be, don't worry about the word city. They are only asking for the town name. Like I know back in Africa, some places are cities and some places they call them towns. Some places you call my village. If the name of your village, whatever it is, where you were born, that place, put the name of that place in that column. So let's say you were born in a small town. If you're born in a village in Ghana, put the name of that village if that is what is on your birth certificate. If your birth certificate says that you were born in Kumasi, you put Kumasi. If it says you were born in Konongo, don't go and put Kumasi, Konongo. Nobody is asking you to attach Kumasi to Konongo. Please, I'm using Ghana as an example because I'm more familiar with Ghana, okay? So, if you were born in a town, put the name of the town. Don't attach a major city name to it, okay? Let me try and Google for some of the, small towns in some other countries, okay? So, towns in, let's see. So, let's say you are born in, guys, please don't laugh because like I said I'm going to try and pronounce. So let's say that you were born in Kenya. You were born in a place called Malindi, okay? Please, if I didn't pronounce it right, you know the correct pronunciation, take it. Malindi in Kenya. Don't go and write Malindi, Kenya or Malindi, Nairobi, trying to attach it to anything else. Just stick to the name of the place. That is it. So don't worry whether it is in a city or it's in a small town, or it's in a village. Okay, guys, let's pay attention to that. If your town has only 500 people, 300 people live in your village, put the name. Don't attach any other name to it, please. If you are from Ghana, you were born in, let's say, I'm trying to find like a small town name. Let's say you were born in Mem. You don't have to go and attach Mem, half region, Mem, this. You are not trying to give anybody direction. Just give the name, Mem, go away. That's it. If they ask you if you are born in Dianquanta, nobody is asking you to tell them the region it is located in. Nobody is asking you to give the province. If you're from Kenya, Kenyans use provinces. Nobody is telling you to indicate the province that you were born in. Just give the name of the place. I'm not saying the hospital, though. When I'm saying place, town, village, city, whatever it is, just give that name, okay? All right. Yes, Hassan is saying Bekwai. If you are born in Bekwai, if it's on your birth certificate, when you ask for a city or place of birth, just put Bekwai. Don't add any region thing. Don't attach anything. Put Bekwai. That's it. Don't go and do Bekwai this and then you go and add Western region or what. Don't do that. Just put the name of the town. Leave it. It doesn't matter whether the name of your town. There's another place within your country where they have the same name. Don't worry. If you were born in Tutu, in Eastern region, don't go and write Tutu, close to Aburi. They are not asking you for directions. Just put the name of the place. That's all. As shown on your birth certificate. Yes. If it's Brekum, don't go and add Brekum as if you're trying to give anybody direction. Please pay attention to those things. If you have a question, please, Alhaji, you're saying Kumasi Abuakwa. No, if you were born in Abuakwa, put Abuakwa. Don't go and put Kumasi Abuakwa. Kumasi is its own city. Abuakwa is its own city. Don't go and attach the two. Say Abuakwa. They are not asking you to show them where Abuakwa is. Okay? If you're born in Abuakwa, put Abuakwa. Don't add Kumasi to it. If you were born in Brahabe Bume, we don't know where that is. Me, I don't know where that is. Don't go and say, oh, Brahabe Bume, Sunyai, or Kumasi. That is not what they're asking. Put the name there. If you were born in Atonsu, don't go and write Atonsu, Kumasi. That is not what. Put Atonsu and leave it. Okay? So, let's see, please. This time, are we still applying with our passport? Walker, I've explained this many times. I am not sure. So that one, I cannot give you that information on that. Maxwell said, if you were born in Accra Hospital, you put Accra. If on your birth certificate, it says Accra, you put Accra. If on your birth certificate, it says you were born in Latebi or Koshi, don't go and put Accra. Okay? Because I know that in Ghana, sometimes people try to include some surrounding areas of a bigger city as part of the bigger city. Like Tibiokoshi is its own town. Teshi is its own town. Nungwa is its own town. But sometimes, some people say, oh, I was born in Accra. Meanwhile, you were born in Teshi. Teshi and Accra, they are two different cities. Just look at your birth certificate. What does it say on there? If it says you were born in Abelempe, put Abelempe. Don't go and put Abelempe, Accra. Okay? I hope that is making a... Somebody saying, if I'm born in... If it says Kumasi on your passport, put Kumasi. Okay? Whatever, those of you who have passports already, now look at what is in your passport and use that. Those of you, if it says Mogadishu, you put Mogadishu. Don't go and add Mogadishu and add some long... It's like you are trying to explain to people that my town is a small town. You are trying to tell people that my town is a village. Please, that is not what they are asking for. Just put the name of the place. When they say place, I'm not talking about the hospital. I'm not talking about the building. So you say that I was born in 37 military hospital. So you go and put 37. No. The place as in the name of the geographic area. Okay? let's see. How long will it take you to get your medicals or your interview after you have submitted your forms? After, nobody can tell you how long. Okay, nobody can tell you. It all depends on your embassy. Hetty, you are saying that I'm ignoring your messages. A lot of people are sending messages, so if I haven't responded to your question, you have to type it again. Okay, now if you had typed the question, I would have read it now. Maggie said, how can I get a host if I win and don't know anyone? You have to make connections with people. I'm sure there's at least somebody from your high school, somebody that you went to school, somebody your family member might know in America. If you cannot find a host, then you must find a place where you're going to stay, because they will not let you just... How would they send your green card to you? They will not give the green card to you in your home country. The green card must come to... They will post it through the postal mail to a house. If you don't have... You can... If you don't give them an address for them to send the green card to, it's not going to be possible now. They need an address for the green card to go to. So if you don't have a host, then you must gather money and find a place, rent your own place to stay, a place where you can stay. Okay. Maxwell, it says, so if yours is Kolebu Hospital in your passport, does it say hospital there? Does it include the name hospital in your passport? Now, if you have a passport, if you were born in Kolebu, if it says on your birth certificate, look on your birth certificate, those who don't have passport. If you have a passport, your place of birth will be in your passport. If you don't have a passport, you look on your birth certificate now, okay? It is not about the hospital, but the town, the city. Millicent, you're saying your name on your birth certificate says Millicent Amakoto. Same on the passport that you use, but let's see, on your school, so do I have to... But I use Millicent Akoto on, let's say, no, you don't have to do any affidavit for that, because on your school certificate, mine too, I had the same issue. On my school certificate, they showed only 2 names, but on my birth certificate and every other documents, I have 3 names. So long as the name that is missing on your school certificate, it is a middle name, don't stress about it. It is only a middle name. But let's say your name, Millicent Akoto, Ama Akoto, let's say on your passport, it says Millicent Ama Akoto is not there. Then that one you have to do affidavit. But if it's a middle name that is missing, no trouble. Don't stress yourself. Don't do affidavit. All right. But please, if I file the application, I include my wife and my child. Can my wife also file the application and include me and the child? Yes. As long as your wife qualifies, she can also do the same. She can also file the application and include. So in that case, if you win, you and your family, you can all decide to come. Or if she wins, then you too, you can all decide to come. So for you, you get 2 opportunities. Hetty, you said you work for Ghana Passport and you want to host. I want to host you, please. What do you mean, Hetty? I don't understand your request. You want to host me? I don't understand your question. If your question is about you want to... Is it like you want to have a live video together, or what is it? I don't understand. All right. Let me know. Al Hassan, my birth certificate and passport is in Accra because it was done there. My police document, it's Bekwai, so I have affidavit back in that one. Which one should I use, please? Is it Accra or Bekwai? So Al Hassan, are you a winner already? Are you a winner already? On your police certificate that you got, did it say that you were born in Bekwai, or it said that you did the police certificate in Bekwai? If the police certificate says that you were born in Bekwai, then you have to go and fix that. It's not affidavit that you need to do. You need to do the police certificate again. If the police certificate, I'm not looking at one right now, so I cannot say whether it is indicating that you are from there. If the police certificate says that you were born in Bekwai, that one you have to go and do the police certificate again. It cannot tell you that you are from a different place when your other documents are saying you are from a different place. right? Or your documents must all be consistent. Ado, you and your wife can apply separately, but you both must indicate that you are married. Okay, just like I explained for the somebody earlier. Paul, you can use your mobile phone to do the registration so long as you have internet. If you have internet on your computer, you can use your computer. If you have internet on your phone, just like now you are watching me, you obviously have internet on your phone. So you can use your phone, you can use tablet, you can use computer. You don't have to go to internet cafe, all right? Godwin, you're saying maybe the reason we add further description of birthplace is that you may have TAFO in Achim. We say they are not asking you to do that. On the application, they are not asking you for that. So you shouldn't do it. Okay? They are not asking you for you to attach that. So you shouldn't do that. It explicitly says that just put the name of the town. Don't give them any attachment to where it is located or that. That is not what they are asking for. Okay? Just follow the instructions. Nene, so if the person whom I'll be staying with is not my family member, would they accept it? Yes, they don't care. Wherever, when somebody is hosting you, after you win and you go for you are filling your DS260, they don't care who you're going to stay with. As long as the person is not a criminal. If the person is already in the system as a criminal, then if you're going to stay there, then they're looking at you like, why are you going to stay with this criminal, right? So long as the person doesn't have problems, it's not a criminal and stuff, they don't care, okay? The person doesn't have to be your relative. Salamatu, what about does, your question, what about does who didn't get their second notification letter, what will be their fate? So, Salamatu, if I'm understanding your question, you mean that if somebody who didn't receive their second notification letter, what will be their fate? That will be the end of it. You are supposed to receive your second notification letter, which is your interview letter, within the fiscal year. If the fiscal year passed and you haven't received your interview letter, then that's the end of it. All right? Hi, Emmanuel. Guys, those of you who have questions, Ricky, you're asking how can you apply? You apply online. You fill the application online. When the application opens, you go online and then you click begin entry. You put your information there. You upload your photo. If you have eligible immediate family members, you include them. When I say eligible immediate family members, I'm talking about your children, your biological children, your stepchildren, your legally adopted children, your spouse. If you don't have a wife, don't worry about a wife. I know some of you, when I say if you're married, put your married. Remember the word if. If does not mean that you must have a wife. If does not mean that you must have a husband. The word if means that if it applies to you, if the situation doesn't apply to you, it is not your matter. It doesn't concern you. Overlook it. Right? I know several people who have been asking, what if I don't have a wife? If you don't have a wife, why are you concerned about a wife? If you don't have a husband, why are you concerned about a husband? Just focus on what applies to you. The word if is a condition. If the thing does not apply to you, don't worry about it. Focus on what applies to you. All right? Guys, I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. Let's see. Guys, type your question. So it says that do not write the county, the district, that if you were born in a county. Yes, that's the thing. Oh, yes, that's exactly. Blessing. Yes. Don't attach anything to your place of birth. Just put this is the city and that's it. All right. If you don't know your city of birth, then unknown will be there. Kekele, you said has the application open? It's October 5th. Bossy, like when I'm applying for the lottery, I didn't add my wife and my children. Now when I'm filling the form, can I add them? No. When you add them, you are going to be disqualified because you did not follow the instructions. This is exactly what I'm telling you guys. If you don't include your children, who you must include, if you don't include your wife, who you must include, you will be disqualified at the interview. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys to avoid. So you've already made the mistake. They are going to disqualify you at the interview. They don't care whether you forgot. It is part of the instructions. Okay. George Lincoln, you're asking, you say you're late. Have they started the registration? It's October 5th. Both, she said, please, I don't have passport now. Can I fill the application if God when I do the passport? The registration has not opened yet, so we don't know for sure if passport is going to be required or not. So we will all have to wait until October 1st. We will know if passport must be used or passport must not be used. Okay, if passport must not be used, then you don't have a problem. But if they say passport must be used, then there's a problem. All right, so we all have to find out in October 5th. Benjamin, please, what if the person don't have a degree too? They are not requiring a degree. They're saying completion of senior high school. Yeah, if you are from Ghana, then they want you to have 6 credits minimum. 6 credits minimum. Or you must use a qualified occupation. Not every occupation qualifies. Nahima, please, I'm still in nursing school. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply. Kekele, which state are you in? Is that a question for the DV lottery? Guys, let's focus on the questions for the DV lottery. All right? Because the state I'm in is not going to appear on the lottery. Darling boy, can I apply for my 3-month-old kids? You are not applying for the child, but you must include the child on your application. You are not applying for the child. The child has not completed senior high school. Has the child completed? You must include the child on your application. You cannot apply for the child on the DV lottery. Okay? You must indicate the child on your application. So if you're going to indicate your child on your application, then you must take a photo of that of your 3-month-old baby too. All right. Abraham, you said, please, I don't understand the address part. Which part don't you understand? Okay, let's be specific. Okay, a lot of people have questions, so you want your question to be very specific. I'm not going to explain the whole thing. Just give me which specific part don't you understand. Emmanuel said, work is one of the requirements for the DV. Is a trained teacher qualified to work? What type of trained teacher are you? Because not every teacher qualifies. Aaron Apia, please, what is the name of the registration site? The site is dvprogram.state.gov. dvprogram.state.gov. All right, guys, give me a moment. Let me share this live video link in the Facebook page groups for some of the members to join, because I know they may have questions. And yeah, sorry guys, let me see, let me try and share the copy the link and share to the group so that people in the group can also participate in this live stream. Okay guys, just give me a moment. Let's see, I will share to share to groups. The Africa group, I'm sharing to all the groups. All right, so go ahead and join the live video. Guys, give me a moment. I'm sharing this to the groups on Facebook so that they too can participate in this. All right, okay, so now let's go to it. All right, I tried this several years, but my registration couldn't go through. I don't know what happened to your case, but you can still apply again this year, right? Shannon, you said, is it mandatory to have a host in the US? It is not mandatory to have a host in the US, but you must have an address for them to send your green card. They will not give your green card to you in your country. Your green card must go to a US address, so you must provide that. As for when you come, if wherever you want to live, that is up to you. Both, you said, if I don't have passport now, can I file the application? I've responded to that question. Kashito, you said, I'm not in Ghana now, I'm in Qatar. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply as long as you qualify. Abel, you said, can JHS certificate holder apply with a wedding certificate? I don't know if you are not using your JHS certificate to apply, to qualify. You're using JHS certificate doesn't qualify for the Greek Lotto. So if you're going to use your occupation, you need to watch the video that I made about checking to see if your occupation qualifies. I'm not looking at that app for you. I've made a video. You can just watch the video. It will give you instructions on how to check if your job qualifies. I may make another live video and then show you guys how to do that. But you must check to see if your job qualifies before you apply. Al-Hassan says, your name arranged on your passport is different from your birth certificate. On your passport, surname is Hadi and first name is Al-Hassan Hadi. But on your birth certificate is Al-Hassan Abdul. Then you need to go and change your passport. You need to go and do your passport again and correct the name. Should I fill it as it is in your passport? Let's see. So what is, you cannot just, those are two different names. If your name is Al-Hassan Hadi, you are using two, the same Hadi has been repeated twice in your passport. So you may have to go and do your passport again. If your name, the Abdul is your name, then you're going to use Abdul. But at some point, your name must be consistent, okay? You cannot be using two different names in different places. Abdul Nasir, you're saying you don't have a passport, so how do you apply for the lottery, please? Just wait until October 5th when they open the registration. They will give us the instructions and we will see if passport is needed or not. All right. Salmat, you said, what are the important documents or information that a person who is doing your affidavit should give when you're doing affidavit of support? The most important documents for somebody who is required by the embassy to provide affidavit of support is that the person must provide their income statement, whether it is tax transcript or their W-2 form. They must also provide something that proves their identity. So if the person is an American citizen, if they have a passport, they can take they can scan their passport page and give to you. If they are a green card holder, they can scan their green card, make a photocopy and send to you, and you show it. If they have their driver's license, you can use that, but they must prove their status in America. All right. Let's see. Blessing said, one of your derivatives pictures don't meet the photo. Would application be disqualified? Yes. All the photos that you upload for the application, they must all meet the requirements. You cannot say that, oh, only me, the principal applicant, I am the only person who should have a better photo, and then my derivatives don't have. No. All of the people on your application, their photo must meet the requirement. If your child's photo does not meet the requirement, they will refuse all of you the visa. Okay? That is something that you have to pay attention to it. On address line number one, mostly they are asking for, let me see. Guys, I opened the instructions, so let me look at it just a moment, all right? Address line number one. Guys, just give me a moment. Okay. So address line number one, it is your house address. Now in Ghana, some people may be living on maybe Queen Street, Angel Street, what Street, ABB, house number this. That is what the address line number one is. If the address line number one, if you're going to use PO box, you can use post office box. Okay, then you skip the line number two. The address line number two is not compulsory. It is mostly for people who live in maybe apartments and suites, right? let's say that you are using the address maybe on campus, right? And you live in maybe Unity Hall, this hall. If that is what you're going to use, then the address line number 2, you can say, oh, suite or building flat number this on the address line number 2. Address line number 1 is basically your street address, right? Street or your house address. So if your house is on, let's say, Ahemboboano, house number 22, your house number 22, Ahemboboano. Okay, that is what you put there. Don't stress that part. They are not going to use that to disqualify you. Okay, don't stress about the house address part. Churchill, Joshua, you said you want my contact. Just send me, inbox me, and let me know why you want my contact, and so that I know if I'll be able to assist you or not. Right? I don't share my contact just for sharing sake. Let's see. Please, madam, who is qualified for the DV lottery? Somebody who has successfully completed senior high school education or have a qualified occupation and then comes from an eligible country. Those are just the 3 things. You must first come from an eligible country. You must either have senior high school education you have successfully completed. If you are from Ghana, they focus on your grades. You must have at least 6 credits. If you are from Kenya, they are not looking at your grades. If you are from Cameroon, they are not looking at your grades. They are looking at the fact that you have passed your A-level. So those of you from countries that use A-level certificate, they just want to make sure you pass your A-level and you have your certificate. Like a country like Cameroon, for instance, if you don't pass your A-level, you're not getting the certificate. But in Ghana, if you don't pass your senior high school certificate exams, you still get the certificate. So that is why in Ghana, they focus on your results, your actual grades, not the certificate. Okay? Let's see. What if the passport shows that you are single but you are married? It will not be a problem. It will not be a problem at all. When I was coming to America, my passport, inside my passport, it showed that I was a student. When I was coming, I was no longer a student. It was never a problem. So don't worry about your passport, inside your passport saying you're single or not. Because remember, most passports have 10 years validity. So within the 10 years, you would have married now. Okay? So don't even stress about that. Let's see. Isata, you're saying, please, I have American size passport photo for me and my daughter. Can I scan it and send it with my phone or email it to go where they are taking the pictures and take a new, or I have to go to where they are taking the pictures and take a new one and let them send it to my phone? So Isaka, the problem is that when you have the passport photo, when you are taking, let me show you this. When you have even though the website says that you can, in the instruction says you can do that, let me tell you something. This passport photo, if I use my phone to scan it and I upload it on the website, it will tell me that the size is too small. That is the problem. When you take a picture of a picture, the size might not translate perfectly. So for me, if I were you, right, go to the State Department, the photo too. I will share that on this page. And then you use the photo you take a picture of, you scan your picture, okay? I will share the website that you use to edit your photo. If you edit it and it allows you to do it, then that is fine. If it says that it is too small, then you should go and take another photo, okay? So after this live video, I'll share that link so that you know whether you should go and take another photo or not. All right? Let's see. Church, you said you work as a pharmacy technician. Can you also apply? You need to go and check if your job qualifies. Okay? I'm not looking at anybody's particular job today. I have made a video. Like I said, I will do another live video a different day and show you guys how to go and check. But I've already made videos, several videos showing you how to go and see if your job qualifies. But I will make it the video all over again. All right? Darling boy, can I get your how can I find your video that tells me the details of a job? I will share it again. All right. Let's see. Ohima, you said, hey, I didn't pass my exam, so they won't allow me to go. If you didn't pass and you don't plan on trying to better your grades, then you must have an occupation that qualifies. If you don't have the occupation that qualifies, then they wouldn't give you the visa. That's how it works. They give you two options, so you must use one of them. Blessing, how many times should one check the DV lottery results? Is there a possibility for it to change before the end of the fiscal year? No, they don't do that. So when you do, when they, so when you, when they announce the winners, you go and check. If it hasn't changed, it's not going to change again. Some people have their story saying that it changed, and I don't think that it changes. So if it shows that you are not selected, don't waste your time. Keeping up with checking every day, and it's not going to change anything. Nicholas, you said you couldn't see my live video. Then maybe, so this is what sometimes on Facebook, if you don't occasionally go to the person's page, then when things happen from that page, they don't show you in your live feed. So I will say that you need to turn on the notification too. Please make sure you are following the page. Make sure you are following it, right? If you don't click the following, you are not actually following the page, then when video comes, you will not be notified. You must also turn on the notification too. If you don't allow the notification, then when a live video comes, you will not be notified. You wouldn't even know. Okay. Let's see. Amos, you said, can my case be transferred from Liberia to Freetown, Sierra Leone? If yes, what are the processes involved? Amos, yes, you can transfer your case from Liberia to Sierra Leone. The process to do that, I've made 2 videos explaining this on my YouTube channel, Wofoy TV. When you go there, I've talked about the steps in 2 separate videos. So I want you to just take some time, watch the video. It's not a long video. Watch the video. I explain the things you should consider, right? You have to consider certain things before you just transfer your case. So please watch that video, because if I say I'm explaining it, it will take the rest of the time here, all right? Isaka, you said, oh, okay. You're welcome, Isaka. Let's see. Abraham said, please, my studio passport photo on my phone. So I need to submit it before, edit it before submission. No, you must go and check to see if it meets the requirement. You don't want to, keep your photo and wait, and then the day that you want to apply, you upload the photo and it says the photo does not meet the requirement. I will share the link for the site to go and check if your photo is good. By the size, I'm talking only about the size. I will share the link to the site to go and check to see if your photo meets the requirement. And then you can go and check and see. Before the opening day, if you sit and wait and then open the day you are applying and then it says it is no good, see, you have wasted some time. All right, so I'll share that in a bit. Emmanuel said you are a trained teacher in a government training school working as a government teacher. Can that qualify you? Emmanuel, you haven't answered my question. As a trained teacher, are you a primary school teacher, a secondary school teacher? What level of a teacher are you? It's not about being trained, okay? Isata, you said you are a hairdresser. Can you apply for the DV lottery? You have certificate for your job. I haven't checked to see if your job qualifies. You need to watch that video that details how to check if your job qualifies. All right. Today I cannot just tell somebody whether their job qualifies. Papa Bosti said you didn't pass your exam in Ghana, but you're a security guard in UAE. Do you qualify because you have won the DV2024 lottery and stuff? Please, you must go and check if your job qualifies. That is why I'm making these videos. You should have checked this thing before you apply for the lotto. You should go and check and see. Else, you will go to the interview, do your medicals, pay all the money to do your medicals, and then they will go and tell you that you don't qualify and you have wasted your money. That is why I am telling you guys this information right now. You must check before you apply for the lotto. Don't just go and apply and then find out after you have won and that's whether you qualify or not. You must qualify before you apply for the lotto. So do that. Let's see. So Emmanuel, so you are a JHS teacher, then you qualify. So long as you have 2 years of experience, minimum 2 years of experience within the past 5 years. So long as you are still a teacher now, you haven't quit your teaching job, you have minimum 2 years of teaching experience, then you can do that. All right. Let's see. Daniel Adam, you are telling this guy that he qualifies as a security guard. Please, I'm telling you, go and look and see if you qualify. You'll be wasting your money if you don't go and check and you rely on the word of somebody. Your medicals in UAE, before you go for your interview, your medicals you're going to pay in dollars, or you're going to pay a lot of money for your medicals. So if you listen to somebody who is on this live telling you that you qualify, so take and go, and you don't go and check and make sure that your job qualifies, you'll be wasting your money based on somebody telling you that you qualify. Go and check and see if your job qualifies. Don't take anybody's word, because it will be your money you'll be wasting, not my own money. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it. Millicent, yes, midwife, you qualify. Okay, your job qualifies. I know that for a fact. Let's see. Abina Kwatma, you're asking how do you check? What exactly are you referring to? Do you have any video on YouTube how to complete the affidavit of support form? Yes, I even have a video on this page. I have video on this page. I have videos on my YouTube channel. You can find them, okay? On Wofoy TV page. Blessing, you're saying that you have finished your master's 2 years ago, but got no certificate. What you got is results slip and transcript. Can you put the master's as highest level of education? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But when you're going for the interview, you must bring the certificate. Okay? You must bring the certificate, because there you'll be proving yourself. Guys, it seems like there are no more questions coming in. I have 10 minutes more to go for this live to be over. Guys, like I said, if you have questions, you can ask. Go and check. Those of you who are concerned about your job, go and check. So when you're filling the green card lottery, can assistant project officer apply for this program? I don't know if your job qualifies. I don't know. Do you have senior high school certificate, or you want to use your job? If you want to use your job, then go and check and see if your job qualifies. As long as you meet one of the qualifications, you can apply. So when you're filling your green card lottery application, the level of your highest level of education, it is talking about the highest level of attainment, your educational attainment. So when you're filling your green card lottery, option 1 is primary school only. If your level of education is primary school, you can indicate it is primary school. If it's some high school, no diploma. Let's say you went to high school, you didn't finish. Then you say high school, no diploma. If you finish high school, senior high school, I'm not talking about junior high school. If you finish senior high school and you graduated, you will pick high school diploma. If you finish some vocational school, then you say vocational. Okay, those of you who went to technical school and then things, you pick vocational school. If you are in a university, then and you haven't completed, you will pick some university courses. If you have actually completed university, you say university degree. If you are taking courses for your masters, you are in your master's level, you haven't finished, then you pick some graduate level courses. If you have master's degree, you will say you have master's degree. If you are doing your PhD, you haven't finished, you will say you have doctoral level courses. If you haven't finished, please. If you are finished, then you select doctorate. Okay? They ask for your current marital status. Your current marital status. It is not your future plans. They are not asking that. So if you know, when they say current, they are saying right now, the time that you are filling the green card lotto application. If you have plans, oh, me and my wife, or my fiancé, my girlfriend, we are going to get married in December. That is not your current marital status. They are asking the time that you are filling the application. Are you married? The option 1 is unmarried. If you are engaged, you haven't done like you did engagement, gave ring and that's it. I'm not talking about traditional marriage. If you have a fiancé, then you will pick unmarried. If you have a girlfriend, you are married. If you have a boyfriend, it is unmarried. If you are courting somebody, it's still unmarried. If you are married, then you will pick married. My spouse is not a U.S. citizen or a U.S. lawful permanent resident. That is option number 2. The option number 3 is married, and my spouse is a U.S. citizen or a U.S. LPR. LPR is somebody who has a green card in America. The option 4 is divorce. Please, divorce means that the court has granted your divorce. It's not about what's in your head, what you and your family members have decided that this marriage is over. No, it must be granted by a court of law. Okay? Option 5 is widowed. If your spouse has died, please, not if your spouse is in coma. Don't go and push the widow or widower. If your spouse is in coma, the person is not dead. Don't go and push widow or widower. Pick the correct thing. If you are legally separated, please, legally separated. Every time you see the word legal, it means there's a court involved. Court is involved in the matter. So when you do legal separation, a court must grant you separation and give you separation papers. So don't go and say that because me and my wife, we fought. Me and my husband, we fought. He's sitting here somewhere. Me too, I'm sitting my somewhere. So I'm saying legally separated. That is not how it is. That is not how it is. Okay? So you must pick the right thing. If you don't pick the right thing, you will be in hot waters. All right? Let's see. I have 5 minutes more. And so your questions, keep them coming. I have 5 minutes more. Salamatu, I said I will share a link. I will share a video. I will share the video that I made talking about how to check if your job qualifies. Okay? I'll make the video again for you guys. All right? When we make the video, please watch them. We are not making the video just for making sake. Not that I have plenty of time and have nothing to do. Now let's go to your children. They ask for the number of children. You will list the number of children you have. If you have 20 children, you will type 20 children. You will list their name, their date of birth, their gender, and the city or the town they were born in. And then you will indicate the country that they are living in. You will indicate the country that they are living in. Please, this only applies to the children that are under the age of 21. Regardless of whether they are living with you or it doesn't matter whether you intend to bring them to America or not. That is not the problem. You must indicate. So they say be sure to include all of your living, your natural children. Living. They don't say the children who are unborn, who are in the stomach. Don't be including the children that are in the womb. They haven't even come out yet and you want to include them. That is not how you do it. They want you to include children that are legally adopted. Remember the word legally adopted. Legally. I said whenever you see the word legal, it means there's a court involved. There's a judge involved. It means that you should have gone to court and let a judge grant you adoption papers. So if you are the one taking care of your deceased sister's children, your deceased brother's children, please, they are not your adopted children. You are only their guardian. You are just taking care of them. They are not your adopted children. So if you want to adopt them, you must go to court and let court grant you adoption papers before you can include those children. All right? They say all of your living stepchildren who are unmarried, please, let me emphasize this. The children that you are going to include on the application, I said they must be under the age of 21 and unmarried. Both conditions must be met. They must be under 21 and unmarried. If your child is 18 years and is married, you cannot include that child. If your child is 19 years and that child is married, you cannot include that child. They are married and they are now considered adults. If the child is 19 and is not married, then they will be considered a child for immigration. But the moment they are married, they are no longer considered a child. They are considered adults because they are married. All right, guys, I have just 2 minutes more. Okay. Let's see. Please, I really want to talk to you. Charles, if you want to talk to me, you need to inbox me. Send me a brief introduction about why you want to talk to me. And then I'll let you know if you need to book consultation or it is something that I can just type the answer to you in inbox. Okay? But if you want to talk to me, then you need to book time so that I can make time for you. All right? Let's go on to the last one. So guys, I know my time is actually up right now, but guys, know that I will be making more live videos. So follow this page so that when the live video begins, you will be notified. Okay? If you don't follow the page, when a live video comes on, you will not even get a notification. Do that. Turn on the notification so that whenever I make a live video, it will send you a notification. I got one on this phone. I got one for myself because I follow my own page. So do that. If you do that, you will get the notification. I'll be making more videos. Like I said, don't let anybody apply for you. I'm going to teach you how to apply for the lotto yourself. So don't let anybody deceive you and for you to give your information to them. Some of the agents, they take your information and every year they will be applying for you. Even when you want them to stop, they will not stop. Be very careful. Some of the people at the internet cafe, when you go and you submit your application, you type your things. Some of the guys at the internet cafe, they are very clever. They can retrieve, they can save your confirmation page. When you print your confirmation page, the printer has history of all of the things that were printed on it. So when you go to your internet cafe to apply for the lotto and you print your confirmation page in their printer, the cafe guy can get copy of your confirmation page. And then now they'll be using that as a leverage to bother you, to let them assist you so that you pay them. Be very careful. You don't have to go to internet cafe. If you go to internet cafe, don't go and print your confirmation page. If you go to the internet cafe and you apply for the lottery, use your phone to take a picture of your confirmation page and email the photo to yourself. Send it to all of your emails so that even if you lose your phone, you will have a copy of the confirmation page in your inbox. Google Drive, if you are somebody who has Gmail address, you will have a storage, 15 gigabytes of space on Google Drive. You can save the picture there. If you go and print on their printer, they will have records of that, and the cyber cafe attendant can keep that information. They'll be using that to check you. Okay? Be very careful. All right? So guys, thank you so much. I'm going to end the live video here. We'll meet again. I'll make a post and let you know when we'll meet again. But I'll share more videos. I'll share with you guys the link to go and edit your photo. Okay, the link to check if your photo is good. All right, so I'll share that after this live video. I love you so much. Share this live video. We'll meet again. Please, guys, I've been sharing a lot of information on this page. If you follow, you will see them. If you don't follow and then during the live video you have questions about things I've talked about like 50 times, guys, you are going to stress me, and I don't like stress. All right, so go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are longer videos there. Go to my YouTube channel, go and subscribe. Some videos are short. They talk about specific things. Just if it's about affidavit of support, it will talk about affidavit of support. If it's about visa bulletin, when I share stuff about visa bulletin, people are like, what does this mean? What is this about? If you have watched the video, you would have understood what that means. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribing doesn't take a lot. Use your Gmail address that you have. When you go to YouTube, log in. Just sign in with your Gmail address that you have and click on subscribe for Wofoy TV. Look for me on YouTube. You'll find me and subscribe. Turn on the notification so that whenever I drop a video, you get the notification. All right. I love you guys. God be with you, and I'll see you in another video. But bye bye, guys. Gotta go. Bye bye.